Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? How's life treating you? We are here, we are alive, we are doing things, something. How one... What's up, Scotty? Alright, we should be back and we should be fine now. So, Vitali, Charlie, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. We have one key to get replaced by AI. No, I didn't. We have one key, and that's it. And if I lose, we go into arena. And I mean, I screwed up, but okay. We're gonna be fine. Hey, what's up, Chaos? I'm Susie. Nice having you on. Why, thank you very much, buddy. Vacation was eventful. Most of the vacation was fine. It ended very, very shit, though. It ended very shit. I'm still gonna be dealing with that for a couple of months now. But there you go. But I am back home, alive. And how are you guys doing? How was your vacation? Well, you still haven't heard? Till? Alright, so... Sorry, here. This here. Other than that, it's kind of whatever. So you here. You here. You here, I guess. Why not you here? You here. You here. You here. You here, and you here. Yeah, Black Tarantula also seems to be a very, very good champ. Long time no see, man. Yes, it's been a while. 9 months, and... Oh yeah, of course. Accounts have gone absolutely crazy, man. Especially from July sale. July sale was mental. Back with Ellos. Just carry on playing, buddy. Like, cause this game basically resets every year. So, you know, just do what you can. And as soon as the next ranks come in, your current progress is not going to be like as relevant. That's like one of the good things. You can basically take a year off and then you can catch up relatively quickly. So, you know, just do the story content, do, you know, all the content that you kind of missed out on, get whatever rewards you can, but effectively start focusing up on the next ranks that are going to be coming up from like Banquet and later, and you'll be fine. There's no kind of like major secret, because, you know, what's the best way to put it? Right now, nobody cares how many rank 3 7-stars you have, right? You care about how many rank 5s you have. Not even rank 4s are all that important. And because of that, you know, the lower ranks are kind of super easy to get now, even. And the second thing is, yeah, it just resets in a year anyways, basically. Yeah, exactly. You'll get back in there easy peasy. And slowly but surely getting the towers rating up, man, it's so annoying. How far are you in towers, Scotty? $86 for all. Fair enough. Okay. The lettering up anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm stuck in skill tower for sure, for sure. We'll see. I think. Well, I mean, I'm not stuck yet in all of them but I do have 2 towers at 90, skill stuck on 88. So we'll see what I get with the rest. I think Cosmic I'm gonna get stuck even earlier because I realized I need more Cosmic rank 4s. So I might actually rank up like a random Cosmic. Like either Venom or Medusa that I have rank 3. But there you go. I just want to get, you know, these done. As in, like, I want to get stuck so I can leave these tower things alone for a while. Come on then. Ooh, keen. I mean, sure. Can hop on call, I guess, why not? I mean, yeah, Thanos is like one of the better options for... Thanos does very well punching up. Not sure Serpent does, but we'll see. Let me go through this. It was fairly tight, but we got through this. And this is the last fight. Okay, cool. And Maestro is unironically my best Cosmic Tash Jam, basically. Because he's A2. Oh yeah, we're starting to get some tier 4 alpha. Alright. Ooh. This room. 260 room. Alright, cool. 260 room. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. And you're gonna go here. Alright, cool. Are there Costco's in your country? Actually, double check. I don't go to Costco's. If they are just like in capital. I think they are, but I need to check. Why do you ask? Oh shit, screw you. Aha, no concussions though. Yeah, I have heard very good things about it. No, there are no Costco's in Latvia. We do not have Costco's. Okay, new animations! Okay, that's it. I guess we're going to arena. It's the new animations that got me here. Fine, whatever. So, Mystic Tower is the lowest for me. I still need to pump up Mystic, Science, and Cosmic as much as I can, but we're gonna do that next. I guess jumping in arena then. But whatever. Or I could test battlegrounds. Or I could be doing some battlegrounds testing too. You need immunes? Yeah, I do. I've grinded arena in like months now. My cat is demanding exit from the room. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. Nobody's playing BG's bot? Yes, I have heard. Lord Maker's demands exit. Yeah, my wife just let him out. I was about to get up, but my wife opened the door for him. Yeah, that is pretty much accurate, unless Radiant... I heard that Radiant Store is getting updated at some point soon. I kind of expected it to be announced in this last stream, but it, well, wasn't, so... maybe not. Everybody was so high for Madeline Pryor. Are you guys using her for like a whole bunch or not really? Just checking for a friend. Because you know, Madeline Pryor was like super hyped. Are you finished already? Good on you, buddy. Love Maddie? Yeah, but do you use her a lot? God damn it. Arena is harder than towers, man, I'm telling you. And use that Cerebro planet. I don't think I did, no. Yeah, we're more of a winging crowd, I guess, these days. Alright, so. Bit? Okay. Enough to get upset by. Do 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 do. Ah, nice to know. Mo handled that quite reasonably well, by the way. Anyone of you got Agatha? Is she any good? Oh, what's up, Dread? How you doing, buddy? I just saw this morning. Yeah, joined last night. So, welcome to the... No, but... I mean, like... Hello, I guess, not welcome. But yeah. Hope life's treating you well, buddy. Oh, come on, you suck. There were quite a few people that I recognized, actually. Like, there was half Boss Kondo, I remember him as well, and a handful of other people, so... so yeah, no, it's nice to see them there, for sure. Mostly Dread. They finally released Agatha? Yeah. Hello, bro. Well, hello then. Arcanus. Good to see you. Yeah, what's up, Saint Demetrius? The question is, should I start making some videos again? I mean, I probably should. Put me here. Yes, rant with you. Oof. What would I even rant about though? Everything's perfect. Don't you guys think? Let's get on a call. Alright. Let me whip out the flip. Are you saying that your bomb is perfect, Scotty? Yeah, 4 stars, you know, are worthwhile rank up for arenas, especially now, because you can get so many resources for them. Hey, it's a boss conduit, man. Welcome.
Get on!
What's up, buddy?
How you doing? How you been?
So. Quite shit to be honest, but you know. We'll be fine. Couple of months. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Married yet?
No. I need to get on that, huh?
Yeah, you absolutely need to get on that. But yeah.
Scotty.
Oh yeah, guys, you know, if you are here, hit that like button, sub button, all the good buttons. Otherwise,
Yeah, do those things.
Otherwise, I'll feel unloved.
Mm-hmm.
You can't feel unloved.
Hmm?
We're here.
Yeah, but you know, if
Scott,
nobody's
is it
pressing the
married
good
yet?
buttons,
What's going on there?
it doesn't deal with you know.
Other guys.
Stop, Scotty.
Yeah, carrying on.
You can't dodge the question. Are you married yet?
Who, me? Hell,
Yeah, you. No, why not?
hell no. My money is my money. Damn it.
Just get one of
I
those,
agree.
one of them prenups. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's called.
Or
right?
one of them rich women.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, too much hassle. Way too much hassles.
Find yourself a sugar mama.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a good option, yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just don't have the
That's
time,
kinda-
personally.
That's kind of what I'm after. Well, think about it. If you get a sugar mama, what are you going to spend your time on? Not making money. You already have all your money.
Also true, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna be making like your own money, your independent money.
Uh-huh. You'll get your allowance.
No comment. Yeah, there's been better weeks, let's just say that.
Yeah.
Why? What's
The car thing
wrong?
is really... This car issue has pissed me off so much. You have no idea.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, no shit. They wrecked his car and then just
Yeah, but
couldn't
like,
even explain
okay,
themselves.
you're safe, right? You didn't get into an accident.
Yes. No, but it's just the circumstances of how this thing happened is just very, very suspicious.
Mhm.
If you see all the photos, you'll understand exactly what I mean.
I mean, I saw the
It's-
rest
Maybe-
of the
maybe-
thingy, but you know,
Maybe a
It's
little
just
bit of a
very simple.
joyride going on or something.
he was drunk.
Ah,
Nope. He's not. He hasn't touched a drink in the last 16 years I've known him.
He was high.
So that, nope.
He did it to piss you off.
Yeah,
Something's
that's what I was
just
thinking.
but the worst part is he can't explain what happened, and
Sounds like an
that
alien
kind of gets.
abduction.
Yeah, it's like he literally just disappeared and then smashed my car and then came back. Something's just, I don't know. And he's worked with me
Up,
for
bros, man.
that's 7 years now. 7 years. So, I mean, it's not like he's doing it on purpose or something, unless something else.
Did he recently ask for a raise and you denied him?
Nope.
Or some time off or
Hey.
something.
Challenge
No,
this
nothing.
year, somebody.
That's what's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's different. Nothing's wrong. I haven't seen anything wrong. It's just, it's weird.
That's
and I'm
odd.
waiting for video.
Were
It's
you
very odd,
flirting
trust me.
with his
Just
wife?
hoping- Hell no. Oh, he's not married anyway, so.
His mom?
So she passed away 3 years ago. Actually, a very nice lady. She was awesome. I've known the guy for years. I've been in this trade for going on 22 years now.
Fucking Scott's got an answer for everything. It's none of these things.
Yep. I mean, I've known him for most of my life.
Yeah, I think you can grind
He's
30
looking-
units as an FTP.
He's a good guy, so something's just gone wrong.
You're gonna have to quit your day job, Heat Blast.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can have grind diligently, but I think you can.
I'm having a nice weekend off. It's a bit of a long weekend.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna be
What?
doing some barbecue type thing tomorrow.
Ooh, a
But
barbecue.
that's actually also, I'm going to do something tomorrow. I need to. Just relax, just chill.
Yeah, me too. I have been like, honestly, this entire week I have been like completely low energy, kind of depressed and stressed and shit, and you know, it's
You've been getting. You've been sleeping enough? That might be why.
no, yes, no, I don't know. All I want to do is kind of sleep, but you know, I don't sleep enough
Yeah.
at nights because I can't fall asleep, and then I sleep during daytime sometimes. So I don't know. I'm just a bit of a mess right now. It's, you know, my car is still in Germany and I still need to get it back here, and I'm like waiting for the transport company, and that's pissing me off, and you know, money is going to be super tight for a couple of months, and
Yes, it's me, Heat Blast, James.
I know the feeling, Katie. Trust me. Money right now, this year has just been, I think, very, very bad for everyone.
Yeah. Why is your car in Germany, Katie?
because it broke in Germany.
Oh, man.
That was the whole fucking mess, because, you know, basically, and long story short, we decided buying a car in Germany because they're like better maintained there, and overall, you know, somewhat cheaper than here.
Oh,
Because we need to sell mine, so we flew there, we visited like Edward and stuff, and then we, you know, bought a car while we were with him. He went on his holiday, and our plan was to drive back, visit a couple of cities in Germany, then drive through Poland, and then, you know, back to Latvia with the new car. And then the new car broke, and he was out of the country, and my wife's panicking and crying and having panic attacks, and we got it to like mechanics, and they said like, okay, I can fix it for like 1,000 euros or something, which by the way is absolute bullshit. You can fix it for like 400, but you know, fuck
Yeah.
it, we would have paid it for 1,000 or whatnot, but but we need to wait for the part to arrive till like next Tuesday, and it was like Thursday, and we had like nowhere really to stay, and then if we were to stay, then, you know, we would have to be absolutely miserable in some small German town with nobody there, like for 4 or 5 days, so that was not an option, and I was panicking, so I had to figure out how to get her, well, us home, and now I'm figuring out how to get the car to Latvia, and obviously that's all super fucking expensive, so all of our savings, all of our emergency money is gone. We ended up borrowing some money from friends, and it's just fucking horrible feeling.
yeah.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah, being without a car in itself is shitty.
No, well, we have daily car to drive here, so it's fine. But yeah,
You're lucky enough. car is my only car, so I'm fucked, basically, to say it in the nicest way.
Oh, it was
Got your
your
bus
car?
pass?
It wasn't even like a company car or some shit?
Well, it's company. It's the only vehicle I actually own.
I see.
Don't you
Because
know,
I
like
didn't
a
want.
white, kidnapper one or something?
No. Just this is my only car. So if it's out or if it's gone for repairs, I have no car. And I didn't want the extra overheads of another vehicle for no reason.
Well, now you have a reason.
Yes and no. The petrol here is just fucking ridiculous.
How much does it cost?
To say it in a nice, it is not bad. We actually luckily it went down a tiny bit, but not really. If I was to convert it, we pay. It's about almost $2.2, $2.20 a liter.
Oh, it's the same as here.
If it was converted. I guess it's not. It's bad. Eh? Petrol's gone up so bloody much now. And the worst part is, you increase your prices to a customer, they complain.
Mhm.
I mean, like, of course.
It is just-
But that's America expanding the freedom in the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a good thing James is Canadian, otherwise I'd be pissed off at you.
There you go, James.
I'm leaving.
Ah, oh, come on, James. Are you serious? James?
He's not
Really?
serious.
Oh, come on. Why? We're gonna add you back, James, just so you know that.
I'm quite sure he can join back himself if he wants.
Yeah, I know you can. Come on, Jamie. There we go.
Okay, I'm back.
He's probably taking a shit.
No, I'm back.
That was one very fast shit.
That's an
No, I'm
American
fine.
food. I think he probably had like Taco Bell for breakfast or something.
No. I had a pancake.
I haven't had a pancake for so long.
I had pancakes
Yeah?
this morning.
I'm gonna do that.
My wife makes them quite often. Pancakes or waffles
Yeah, they're good.
for breakfast.
What do you put on your pancake / waffle, KT?
This morning?
Or just in general? What's your typical?
I mean, we do all sorts. Like this morning, my wife had.
Mhm.
Last night, my wife had made like a mix from curd and sweet cream and something else, and we filled them with that kind of like sweet mix plus raspberry jam. They were like the big, the ones that like crepes. I think you can call them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we had those. So we filled them with that thing. But sometimes we put on some like caramel or just some homemade jams and stuff.
Yeah. My go-to is
That works nicely.
God.
Just
But yeah, we do
if
all sorts.
it's-
Like
if
my
it's
wife also
waffle-
makes either sweet or kind of like savory waffles. So if she makes the savory ones with like cheese and some other things in there, then we probably put in like some Philadelphia type of cream and a bit of salmon on top of it. They're like fucking nice then. Or if she makes the sweet ones again, then it's either some jams or some caramel or chocolate type thing on top of them.
Can your wife make you those potato pancakes that you love so much?
She can, but she doesn't do them often. She doesn't
I
like,
see.
roasting the potato in that specific way. My mom
I
makes them
see.
more often, so whenever my mom makes them, I have my mom call me when she has made them. And I just go there for lunch.
Yeah.
Because, my mom lives like on the other side of town, but it's still like, about 7-minute drive.
Mm-hmm.
So
You mentioned that last time you went around there just because there were potato pancakes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do that.
Mm-hmm. Whenever
It's
she
like
wants
we-
to come visit, she basically just makes those potato pancakes.
Or
Yeah.
my mom has like 4 or 5 dishes that I absolutely love from my childhood that barely anybody else like makes here. That my wife doesn't like make regularly and stuff, and you know, yeah, I quite frequently ask her to make them, or you know, she makes them herself.
It's like my mom as well. She'll do a roast, and if there's a roast, I have to be there.
Because I mean, there are
Because I know-
some things like my wife cooks very well, but you know, there are some things that you know, just my mom cooks the best. Like you know,
Yeah.
No, it's like my mom, her pork roast. I have no idea how the hell she gets that crackling so perfect. But every single time, it is like the best crackling I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know every single time that it's a pork roast, I know exactly what dessert's coming next. Rice pudding. A nice rice pudding. My favorite dessert. Rice pudding. By far.
Fair enough. My wife is better at making desserts than my mom is, and my wife's better at like making cakes and desserts and stuff. And again, there are quite a few things that my wife makes that my mom doesn't even try, because my wife loves watching like TikTok and YouTube and like you know, checking out new recipes and saving them up and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pancakes I haven't had for yonks, but we do a lot of waffles quite often. That's kind of the general thing if you're going out to eat somewhere. There's always an option for waffle.
I don't know
The
about
blue
you
one?
guys. Like, he was saying something about like, shut up. Was saying something about like savory waffles, but like here, the only difference between a waffle and a pancake is the shape. It's literally like the same batter and everything.
No, like we have they're different here.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
waffle for us it's like really, really thick.
Yeah,
And your
they're
pancake is
significantly more
thin.
thick, but they're also kind of like flakier, like you know, fluffier.
Yes, much fluffier. Very nice with like vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, some maple syrup, and it's fantastic. Love it.
Okay, interesting.
That's actually the one dessert I'll always get, just because I can eat one by myself. It's gone. It's mine. Don't even look at it. It's all mine.
Have you guys tried the fried chicken and waffles?
No. We don't do
It's
that
good.
whole, like American. You Americans like do a lot of disgusting things with food.
No, dude, it's good. You're missing out, man.
I'm okay with that. I you know.
All right, Scott, what about you?
About what?
About fried chicken and waffles?
No, I'm
What-
actually just trying to like search it now. I'm like, what?
You see?
I would never put those. I would never put those two
Yeah,
together.
they do like waffles and bacon as well and shit like that.
Look, I think it could actually work. I mean, the flavors would kind of
I mean,
balance
probably
themselves
kind
out.
Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing there, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
It would work. It would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
does
I'm actually
work.
just
I've
thinking
had
that.
It's good, man.
'Cause, I mean, those two flavors would not really counter them, but like balance it out. You get best of.
The thing is, I never trust
Basically.
Americans with food. And I'm not saying that shit that, you know, all the stuff that they eat is disgusting. Actually, a lot of that, like, looks ridiculously good as well. The problem with Americans in food is I don't want to look like an average American. You know, I don't want to eat one meal that has, like, you know, calories for, like, a week in it. So, you know,
Also true. Yeah.
for the most part, I'm like, you know, I'm fine. You know, those things can be great, amazing, and whatnot, but you know, I'm okay.
I mean, we're not. You just don't eat this shit every day. Have it like on occasion. Like
Yeah,
treat it
but
like
you
a
know,
cake
the
or
thing is,
something.
I go to the gym. I already eat some crap, right? You know, it's not that I eat perfect all the time, and
Right.
I kind of like my cheat things, but I kind of feel like if I eat one of the things that you described, I basically offset like a month in a gym. Because, like, you know, you see the shit on, like, internet and TV things that you eat, like waffles, fried chicken, and there's, like, shit ton of cream and whatnot, and American-sized portions and whatnot. It's like, fuck that. And that's, like, a week of gym wasted. So, no thank you. As in, like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm perfectly fine missing that. I'm still gonna have something nice and, you know, that I enjoy. Maybe, like, not quite as amazing, but, you know, still things that I like. And I'm not gonna be fat, so, you know, to me, that's a win. What's up, BB?
PP. Put that thing away, bro. You can't have PPs on your food.
Why not? Who decided that?
Fucking Susan.
Susan's not here.
Yeah, but she made that decision when she was here.
Sure, but she's not here now.
Yeah, maybe this guy's down with the wieners.
Maybe.
Someone we haven't seen for a while. Where's
Exactly.
Sonia?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm quite sure she's either dead or in jail.
Yeah.
It's like weird. She like just disappears for months and then like pops up one stream and then she's gone again.
That's what
Strange.
happens with the prison phones. They can get confiscated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, that is probably likely.
I mean,
Honestly.
again,
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't be surprised.
out of all of the people that I know, she's definitely the top percentile to be in the jail.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Last time she was here, she said she was on a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, and
Not
like a
the
couple
first
months
time.
before that, she said she had to go to the court for, like, you know, attacking a pub owner or demolishing something in a pub or something. So,
Oh yeah.
remember that? That was like, you know, not even a year ago. So, she might have gone
Yeah.
back to that pub
So
as far as I know.
jail could be real. That could be it.
Because I'm quite sure she was on
My
probation
lunch
or she had something, you know?
Yeah.
One of my alliance mates on the Twitch. How's it, Cam?
Oh. Well, hello there. But yeah,
Hello, Scott's alliance mate.
quite a few people I haven't seen in a while. I'm also quite sure that quite a few people have just, you know, retired.
Moved on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
again,
game
like,
is
the
going
thing is right now, like,
going
I
down.
don't really even, like, blame anybody, because, you know, it is so hard to kind of, like... Okay, so, I missed, like, last two Kabam streams because of, like, personal things, right? And nothing nice has come out of it. Like, all the shit that, you know, Kabam does, like, this month, okay, we had the poker side event, right?
Yeah.
So,
didn't even
who the
bother.
fuck wanted that? Like, it's not, like, the best, like... What is the interesting thing that came out, like, last month? They started doing, like, Act 10, but Act 10 is, you know, overall a huge fucking disappointment. It's just kind of, like, replaying miniature versions of the previous acts or something like that, and redoing previous bosses. And it's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I kind of like those fights, fine, but it's not, you know, how it used to be a couple of years ago when, you know, Act 6 was coming out or Act 7 was coming out and everybody was excited about the bosses and there was like a buzz in community. This shit's just, you know, weak in a sense. It would be fine as if it was like a little extra thing. It's not good enough as like the main dish that they are trying to serve us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the story content in general has been degraded to a point where, like, if you compare an Act 6 got released or Act 7 started releasing, even Act 8 and 9 was, like, kind of like, okay, whatever, I'll just, you know, do it as quickly as I can so I can get the rewards type thing.
That's basically what happened. It just changed because they were trying to get
Because
us the
there's, like,
players
many
further.
other things in the game. The problem is, those other things in the game are also kind of, like, you know, relatively shit. There's nothing really, like, nothing that has come to the game that's been, like, super exciting outside of, like, last set of Karinas. They were, like, nice. I was, like, well hyped for that. especially how they released it, like week for week. So you know, I'm gonna give credit to Kabam for that, because I think they did do a great job with Karina's designing and scheduling it, and it was like one of the better sets of Korean challenges we have had. So like hats off to that. That's fine. But again, in essence, if you look at Korean challenges, it is recycling old content. You know, outside of Korea's, the last new thing that isn't a recycled of a recycled thing was that Wheel of Fortune thing, which was, you know, somewhat controversial but fine. And that was like 2 years ago now, I think, or a year and a half ago at least. And that was the last thing that they released that was like new design something. Everything else has been like, you know, go back in Acropolis, go back in Turn to Your Pain, go back and, you know, redo the Epoch fights or something like that. So that is a problem, because, you know, Kabam can't create anything new that's like very interesting. And it's fine when you do it for a while, but it starts to get noticed. Like right now, again, like Act 10 is effectively a rehash. The 9.4 was a recache of the entire Act 9, basically, right? Because it was like reusing the old nodes and all the like whatever.
Okay.
Act 10 is a rehash of the entire like latest acts, some of those bosses and things. Last best content was Karina, which is again a rehash of like Epoch and Ordeal and stuff like that. Previous set of Karina, and then the previous like nice thing that they released was previous set of Korean challenges, and there has been like nothing really in between that. And the new things that they are making, you know, they're just shit.
It's a waste of time.
Like I don't know how else I'd like call it, you know, because okay, towers, like we had the challenge tower. That's, you know, that
is fun.
The challenge tower was fine, but it was again just a repackaged Alliance War Showcase and those class quests, you know. That was effectively the same thing, just in, you know, different format. It wasn't like challenge tower is something fundamentally new. The mechanic of it was new, but the, you know, fights themselves were exactly what we did for like previous 5-6 sagas, right?
Yep. I don't think this game's gonna last that much longer, dude.
Yeah, so because Kabam has stopped creating, that's like the big problem. Kabam like 8 Coliseum fights that we have like right now, most of them, especially initially, were rehash of old Epoch fights.
Yeah.
And even if you like, okay, now they're making some new Coliseum fights, which is fine, but you know, it's fine. It's not like a big piece of content. It's like one fight or something like that. It's not really. It's okay, you know, like Medusa fight or whatever. It's fine. It's like a nice, nifty little thing to do. But I think that's like genuinely one of the bigger problems with Kabam right now. Aside from all the, you know, economy issues and the monetizing the shit out of things and Ascension kind of ruining the game, and, you know, Prestige 30 driving a lot of people away and all that stuff. Obviously those are like issues, but they're kind of like systematic issues where, you know, Kabam is obviously trying to milk the players and they're trying to monetize the game as heavily as they can. That's like, you know, one side of it, which always has existed, but I think has accelerated. But again, another thing that's nowhere near getting talked enough, Kabam can't create for shit right now.
No, that's the thing.
They're not like, you know, we're not getting the Necropolis or Abyss. We're not getting like Grandmaster's Gauntlet, you know, that was such a great piece of content. We're not getting new things like that. Again, last thing was Wheel of Fortune, which was significantly less great than Grandmaster's Gauntlet. Wheel of Fate, sorry, Wheel of Fortune. And even that was like a year and a half ago or something. And it's just not good enough.
I mean, look what they're doing with the Rumble Legends things. It's rehashing something. Again, we need something new.
Exactly. And the new things that they do make, again, either are rehashes of old ones, like, or you know, repackaging old shit. Or
it's just becoming basically rehashing shit on a monthly basis. They have lost all their creativity, because it's true, they have. Don't get me wrong, the art team always hits though. I won't lie, the art guys are fucking amazing, but the story and everything. That guy, what's his name? He does most of the storylines anyway. Yes, he needs to fuck off. Because I think he's actually destroying the game itself and from the inside. Slowly.
Why? Yeah,
the way he's doing. He's not creative. He's got no creativity at all. Nothing.
I mean, do you like read the story or something?
If you're new, you'll play poker and you'll like it. The poker, again, the poker isn't new. They tried poker ages ago. Everybody hated it. They brought back shittier version of the poker. Everybody hated it harder, and they decided to give it a good old college try again. You know, third time's a charm, and everybody's still hating it.
Right. Yeah, poker.
Like I read some of these story. Not all of it.
Poker is the key, though. You just have to make it so you can bet units. This game will come back.
And so, you know what is the problem with poker again? I fundamentally kind of like hate a game like poker because you spend 90% of the fight doing something else outside of fighting, and the fights are shit.
Yeah.
It like honestly, the poker as a game mode or as a experience would be better if you wouldn't have to fight because you could get through shit quicker, right? Because you should like play the flow of the game would be better. So to me, it kind of seems it's clearly so forced, and somebody's forcing that idea in a place where it doesn't belong. Because again, if I want to play poker, I can play poker, or there are like a shit ton of card games that I can play or whatnot. But poker as a game mode, again, is in this game actively made worse by Kabam having us play the game. So that to me tells that it is an absolutely abysmal idea. Because again, if you play the poker mode, it would be so much faster. It would be actually more interesting as a thing to do. I'm not talking it like as a Marvel MCOC thing to do, but just as a thing to do. That game would be better if you wouldn't have to fight, right? Because it would be quicker pace, and you know, it would be more interesting. So again, to me, it's just a fundamental design flaw there that tells me that somebody's again brute forcing it through. And you know, and again, I just so it doesn't belong in this game. It shouldn't have never been a thing. And you know, fair enough if somebody decided to make it a thing and try it out, but you know, them fucking not catching a drift and trying it out for the third time, they're gonna like fuck off.
That's the thing. It's like the dance thing. All these little stupid mini things. That stupid web extra game where you it's not the game that we know. It's not the game we've been playing for the last like 11-12 years now.
And yeah, you know, and that's kind of my issue with MCOC right now. In general, there are very few things that I find enjoyable or exciting, you know. The fact that this long in the game's life cycle, they haven't found they have abandoned Arena, they haven't updated Arenas in like 4 or 5 years, right? And they haven't found a better way for players to, you know, earn units. It's shit, you know. It's bad. Again, it shows that Kabam is kind of directionless in the sense what they're trying to do with the game. Because they could have added units, for instance, again, as I said previously, to dungeons, for instance. You could be grinding dungeons instead of Arena and earning units that way because it is infinitely replayable kind of loop. You could be earning, like, you know, your dungeon cycle rewards, and then you can grind dungeons to get some, you know, battle chips or units or something in that. There could have been a thing that kind of rewards, you know, a bit more skill, but you can grind it out either way. But if you're skilled, you can earn those units, you know, quicker or something. Fine, they don't want to do that. They could have tower type thing where you could earn units. It's still, and you know, combine arena aspects with towers or something. Fine. They could have even combined arena with the stupid poker mode if they wanted to. I mean, I wouldn't want it because I hate playing poker, but that is also an infinitely grindable mode that, you know, could potentially retire arena. And one of the big problems is I obviously don't trust Kabam to do that because I think they'd fuck the players over. I think if you can earn 1,000 units in, let's say, a couple of hours now, you would have to spend, you know, 4 hours to earn the same amount of units because of the way Kabam is. So I don't think anybody really trusts Hey, what's up, Biscuit? Kabam to do that actually. And the second problem is that they seem to be incapable.
There they are. They've lost the plot. Easiest way to say it. They've just lost the plot.
I think they have kind of given up, to be honest. Either they are intellectually and creatively bankrupt, or they have kind of given up. That's what I think they have done.
I think they've given up. And we'll start
again,
noticing that.
It wouldn't take that much of an effort, again, like, okay, either update the arenas and make them somehow more current and more interesting to, you know, play or something like that, or at least address some inherent issues with them, or, you know, remove the arenas and move the unit farming somewhere else. That, because fundamentally the problem, like, what is with arena right now, in general, I think obviously we all play arena because we want units, not because it's a good game mode. Why Kabam can't try and make it a good game mode, for instance? There's no reason they couldn't. Or why we can't be earning units, for instance, playing a good game mode. And again, we have had several kind of like these approaches to these infinitely replayable things that we can do. Be that, again, poker, which I personally hope it's not. Be that incursions, be that something else.
No, they said they were redoing incursions and like revamping it. Whatever the happened to that? Nothing happened.
Yeah.
When was the last incursions?
You see the trailer for new DC? Nope. Forgot about that.
Oh, DCKO.
Yeah.
That is going to be a problem for Marvel contest.
Really?
That's going to be a big thorn in MCOC right now. You got to see that game, dude. That game is going to look, and
When is it
wow,
coming
it
out?
looks really good.
Is that a mobile game?
Yeah.
Yeah, DCKO. It's you can pre-register, so when it comes out, you can start it. But it looks bloody good. It looks really, 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 really good.
Yeah, but when is it coming out though?
Hold on. Let's see. It's not long. Coming soon, coming soon.
Does Tarantula need the dupe? Does anybody know? I mean, I don't.
I think he does.
I'm quite
I
sure
think he
does,
would because
just about every new champions these days do. So I'd be willing.
And
to
he's
bet
top
that he
3 in
does.
well, and he's number 3 in prestige. So yeah, you would need a Maxig. Okay, DC KO slated for early 2027, but that could change. That was fairly recent, end of last month. It could change. It might be a little earlier, but I'd expect, yeah, early next year. We're just looking at the graphics and the trailer. It's going to be bloody good. Yeah, they're starting with 20 champions to start with, and then I think they said they're going to add a champion every month, which is quite nice. There's going to be alternate costumes, obviously different modes, PvP, PvE.
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of inclined to change it up, you know, because I believe it or not, I have been a bit, you know, soul searching and thinking about, not soul searching, but, you know, thinking about my concert champions and like that. And I kind of realized that everything that I dislike about this game is like what it has become, and the things that I do like with this game is, you know, how it originally was, if that makes sense. Maybe that's just like my nostalgia glasses talking or something like that, but I would much prefer Malcon's Champions if it didn't have 359 different champions where like 95% of them are borderline, you know, there's like 5% that you use for like 90% of the things and everything else is just kind of an afterthought. Because again, like take a look at this year's champions, there's like 2 relevant champions maybe released. 3 maybe.
That's the thing. That's
Same
what I
thing
think.
for, like, the previous year and shit. And there's like, when I started playing the game less, another kind of like a stupid thing was that more than half my time was checking the inventory, checking the items, claiming shits, picking from selectors, and all of this. That thing was me actually not playing the game. It was kind of more so managing my account in a sense, making sure like nothing expires or I don't miss something. And you know, ultimately it's not fun, because I think this game has bloated way too far. And Kabam is kind of unwilling, like they are making some steps to kind of like simplify it, but again, we're going to be combining, you know, stores and like, you know, Radiant's going to replace all of that. And then we still have Mysterium, and then we still have Essentia, and then Loyalty still exists in the game, and then, you know, we still have some sort of monthly currencies, and then we have tokens that we save for Mysterio, and then we have some shovels that are for monthly event. And it's still like 10 different shit that I have to keep up with that I don't want to be doing, especially if I have like limited, you know, amount of time in the game, because all of that taking away from time can actually play the game. And then obviously we can go into the issues that much of what Kabam is releasing as a new content is just not engaging to me. Again, Towers is effectively a roster check, where again, fine. The loads of and still expanding currencies we have to manage. It's but one example of that. Exactly. Or when Kabam released the last Realm event, and I was getting like premium hero crystals and shit like that. It took me like 4 days to get over myself and be like, okay, fine, you know, I'll collect it, because they were giving me like premium hero crystals, like tier 1 catalysts and shit like that. And at that point I started thinking, why I need tier 1 catalysts right now? I am like, you know, elder in this game. I am so far beyond 1, 2, and 3 stars to be relevant, and the only thing that's, you know, stopping me from like maxing just about all of them out it is me, you know, paying attention and using Mysterium towards it. And for instance, I don't understand, for instance, why Kabam just doesn't, you know, auto-max out all the 2, 3, and 4-star champions for everybody that's Elder. You know what I mean? Or kind of like gives like these options to kind of like mass rank up or something. Because they do not affect the game balance. Because that would affect like nobody in any negative way.
No. It would be so nice, like, because I'm maxing out all my 4-stars, to be able to go to one 4-star, click one button, and they're max
and
rank
wait until it
ascended.
goes. Like I had, you know, because I had nothing to do with my Mysterium. I had about like 1,000 tier 1 dust or something like that, and I had to like ascend like 20 4-star champions just so they don't expire. And I was like, this is fucking awful. Like, and those are the type of things that Kabam should be paying attention to. You know, the type of things that they should be thinking about to make the game better for
Quality
people.
of life.
Huh?
Yeah, quality of life.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to introduce quality of life things, like that whole when you get a multiple selector, you can.
Good question. Good question to ask. Knowing, you know, now. I mean, no, sorry. And yeah, DC will have a lot of characters they obviously don't know. That's fine. I don't
Look,
have
it's
an issue
not.
with that.
It's
Marvel is pulling out a
starting.
lot of characters I don't know about. Like, I barely know shit about like half the new champs that Kabam is bringing up. And
Like, a lot of them I know.
Like, my problem with starting a new account in MCOC, well, number one is, you know, it would be like an entirely different game, right, to play, effectively starting a new account. One would be kind of sunken cost fallacy, how much time, effort, and or money I have spent on this account. It would, you know, generally seem like a huge waste to do that. And the second thing is, I don't want to reward Kabam with another go of my kind of attention, if that makes sense. If I was to start a new game, it definitely wouldn't be one made by Kabam. Or if I was to start like a new journey in, you know, any type of gaming, because I am so far kind of like, I can't even say disappointed, but I definitely know that they are not the company that I want to give that much kind of extra attention and or hope to. Because me starting a new account and taking it seriously also need to assume that I believe Kabam is going to do a great job in the future, and this game is going to, you know, be fine and fun for, you know, many years to come. And I genuinely don't, because again, in the last year or year and a half, every single thing that Kabam has done or made has pushed this game towards just monetization model where it's not important what you do in the game, it's just important how much you spend in the game. Because again, like this one sale in July let people buy more rank 5 7 stars than I have been able to earn and buy since rank 5 7 stars became a thing. So you know, I'm not okay with that.
No, I'm not. I don't like this. Hence why I don't do Battlegrounds. Dude, some guys have got like 20 rank 5s, and I'm like, no. What's the point?
There you go. So that's why I am also quite likely to give that DC game a go, because my hope would be that it would be like an early day MCOC, except with a better, you know, company to manage it. Know what I mean?
Yeah. And also it's starting with only 20 champions, which is nice because they're going to be concentrating on those champions.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like much of what is bad with MCOC again is how Kabam has managed this game in years to come. The base models of it were excellent, and the initial things that Kabam did, like, you know, Alliance Quest used to feel hard but significant, because you could die, you could get stuck, and it was like a thing, and you know, Alliance incorporated. And now at this point, and I don't have a, you know, complete solution to this, and Kabam's clearly looking for it. It number one, it feels like a chore, just like pure Alliance Quest, because Kabam was way too slow in like updating the maps and making changes to Alliance Quest and things like that, and it felt like you're taking the same test 800 times. Alright? So that's one thing. Second thing is just not exciting anymore, because again, due to Kabam trying to appease everybody and make sure that, you know, just about everybody can finish map 8, they also gradually started reducing the difficulties of those things. And at the point where, unless you're playing with your nose completely wasted on an outdated device, you will finish map 8. You know, as long as you don't bring in completely wrong champions and shit like that, you will do it.
Then
it's easy. And the same thing is with story content, because Kabam tried to appease everybody, they made story content like super easy. That happened straight as a response to Act 6.2. And because everybody was like super outraged and things like that. And Kabam overcorrected it and made story content trivial, where it was like when 6.2 came out, people were like, okay, I have 120 revives and 4,000 units, I hope I can finish, you know, 6.2. At the point where Act 8 comes out, you know, you use 0 revives, aside from like main boss maybe or something like that. Or if you use a revives because like you fell asleep. And that content's trivial. And I was, you know, more happy when I had content with teeth to do. Similar thing is even with Labyrinth of Legends. When Labyrinth of Legends came out, you know, our skill level wasn't as high, so maybe it's part of it, and you know, our roster options weren't as high, and we were like punching up so heavily that it seemed fucking intimidating, and people were like, you know, gathering resources for 2 months or a month and a half to do a path of Labyrinth, stuff like that. And they released Necropolis, which again, as a content was fine, I didn't hate it, but everybody just fucking, you know, blitzed through the Aegon, because, you know, the relative cost was small, our stashes were bloated, and the Aegon just kind of fucking destroyed the entire thing, and therefore, to me personally, it took away from the content. It felt less special, because it was kind of like so trivial to do with like this one champion effectively being able to do just about every fight there. Even Abyss was like much more intensive, because you had to have the correct champions to be able to do it, and right today Abyss is kind of harder than Necropolis in many ways, because a lot of those fights were designed where they're virtually impossible unless you have a counter, and Necropolis again was kind of like a touch weaker than that. And again, so it was kind of like this reduction in difficulty with increase in complexity, because again, Labyrinth had basically, you know, very few nodes, very few extra things going for it, and things like that. And then look at like newer piece of content, they have like fucking 10 nodes and whatnot. They don't make the game better, at least not to me. You know, doing Act 9 where I have to read for longer than actually do the fights, it doesn't make the game better for me, it makes it worse.
It's too much to actually think about in a fight. You want to get into a fight and fight.
And you want to execute, and you want to, you know, be able to show your skill, not just the RPG knowledge. So yeah, I'm actually, you know, the one thing that I was like super surprised is that Kabam actually kept MCOC going on for as long as they did, opposed to releasing MCOC 2.0, and again kind of stripping it down, improving the fight mechanics, improving things, and then like releasing a new game off it, and then offering some sort of, you know, transfer for old players to the new game.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what they should be doing. They should have a team specifically made to take this game and strip it apart.
And I'm kind of surprised that Kabam didn't do it like 5 years ago. I was genuinely like super sure that, you know, Act 8 will be it or something like that, and you know, Kabam could be doing that. They didn't.
Or even keep this one going for, if they had started this, let's just say 5 years ago, keep this game going for another year and a half, 2 years, while working on that in the background.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Get that perfect. When you're happy with it and you know it is working, there's no issues, release it as like a new update to this version.
Yeah, somewhere. But because again, like most of the things that I'm dissatisfied with comes from the bloat in this game.
Yeah.
I wonder if their decision is for the newer players and generations. Probably. I mean, I'm sure that they have done, you know, their research, and there's like some monetary theory behind that this is more profitable, trying to appease everybody and things like that. So I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm not saying that, you know, they're doing it just because they're like bad people or, you know, bad at their jobs. But I am saying that, you know, it doesn't appeal to me as much as the early day MCOC did. It's been a decade since proper good anime content. I mean, like, again, like, depends on your bar is. For instance, I thought the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, which, like, you know, is the original version of The Ordeal now, I thought that was like one of the best pieces of content ever released. So
that is actually really good. I still love the whole thought and into that, because it was fun.
It's so old now, but they have never made anything better since.
It's sad. It is very sad.
And that's why, you know, hopefully they can do that with that DC game. Again, I would have preferred it as Marvel, because I kind of like Marvel more than DC. But if they can do that with that DC game, I think it's worth giving it a go.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be good. Just looking at some of the reviews and what, because Rich RTM, he's going to be doing a couple of videos and things like that. He's got another channel for it.
yeah.
It's looking really good. There's going to be 20 to start. You've got Robin, Batman, your basic generic ones. There's some nice champions actually coming, so I think it's going to be interesting. And the graphics look flippin' awesome. It's kind of, it's got like a comic-y kind of look and feel to it as well, which is very typical of DC.
Yeah, and apparently it has real PvP.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I think this game could actually be very, very good. And I'm glad it's actually only coming out.
Because again, like again, I would have preferred if it was a Marvel thing, or, you know, it was MCOC 2.0, but in a way,
let's see.
Right now, I'd much rather be playing Year 2 MCOC or Year 3 MCOC than this game that we have right now. So that's why Hey, what's up, newbie?
What I think might happen is when this DC game releases, I think it's going to give Kabam a bit of a scare.
I hope it does. Like,
Yeah,
again,
Maybe
like,
that's,
without trying
maybe
to be
that's
like
what
too
they want.
malicious, but I don't think Kabam deserves their player base.
no, they don't.
Right.
They don't deserve it.
And you know, I hope this game does well. And I'm not saying that I hope MCOC dies or something like that, but the way I see it is, if DC guys make a good game and it is better than MCOC, you know, good people have better game to play. If this kind of like kicks MCOC guys, Kabam, you know, in shape in some way, shape or form, also good for us, because you know, we're gonna get a better game to play here.
See, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it might just give Kabam that boot in the arse that they flippin' need.
And ultimately, like, because you know, what do we want is like for people to have better game to play, be that this one or be the DC game, because I'm certainly not happy with the current thing that Kabam has made.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the power of
No.
hindsight. Yeah, everybody was, or most people, or everybody was hating on Act 6 because it was so challenging. But again, looking back at it, you know, I'd much rather, you know, have my frustrations with the content like that, because there's this like old saying, you know, where you know, love and hate, they're like very close together, and you're dancing on a knife's edge, and you kind of like get from one to another. But ultimately, both mean that you care about something a lot. The real problem in a relationship is not when you hate your spouse or something like that. The real relationship is when you don't give a shit about your spouse, when you're apathetic to as a person, when there's just no feelings at all. Because that's why like you have all these like, you know, passions and whatnot in people's relationships, or your relationship with companies and sports and teams and things like that. And you know, you hating, for instance, your home team is not the worst thing in the world. You're not giving a shit about your home team is the worst thing in the world, because you just don't have, you know, emotions towards life. And I think that's kind of the same thing here. Kabam went from content that some people loved and some people hated to content that most people don't give a shit about. And you know, that is a problem. And I think it's similar with kind of champions, because you know, we have so many vanilla champions that I just don't give a shit about. Like that Philowell, I this is the first time I remember her name, like genuinely, because I paid her so little attention I could barely remember she's released in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for something relatively random. Has strategy for the canon screens changed since new champions? Not much. Ascensions help a lot for that, if I remember correctly. What are the new Canadians? Oh, North Star might be a good option to go with. So yeah. Hey, it was player unknown, by the way. Newbie that talked to me. What BTLC? But yeah, so I think that was kind of fundamentally the mistake that Kabam made kind of a while ago. They went from, you know, divisive piece of content, hard, challenging piece of content, to very kind of like mild, uninteresting piece of content.
Like, I want hard stuff. I want things that
Yeah.
it's just going to make you flip and sweat and think and give you a hard time. Because that's challenging, and it keeps you interested and entertained. Because you're going to want to get through it, even though it's going to be a mission.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, and you know, that's the difference. Previously, we had missions like that, where, you know, you needed to get through Act 6, so you needed to either get kind of like champions that fit the specific nodes, or you needed to get better, you needed to get your stash up, or something like that. That is what we had to deal with previously to progress. Now, for instance, we have towers, where you just need a champion. You know, you need to spend money enough to rank up enough champions, and you're gonna get through, because the fights themselves are like super basic and simple. And you see, that's kind of like the big difference here in the game, is because previously all of the things mattered: how good your account is, how big your stash is, how well you played, how well you planned. Those were the things that mattered to get through Act 6, for instance. Now, in a game mode like Towers, only thing matters is... Because again, the fights are as basic, more simple than Arena. So clearly your fighting ability doesn't matter, you know. It really doesn't. The only thing matters is that you have a champion with high enough challenger rating, basically. And only thing that determines that effectively is how much money you earn and how much money you spend.
Yes.
Because it's not like you can earn those, you know, champions.
No, that's the thing. You know, what really grates me the most about just even opening this game, the second you come in, you're greeted with what? A deal.
Yeah,
every damn time. And
it
really
pissed me off
grates
so much as well, because previously it was like... Previously it wasn't like that, first of all. And then it was like 1. I logged in today, I had to shut off like 4 deals.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, if they're that desperate, just stop it. Because they're making themselves look desperate now. And it's embarrassing.
But that's the thing, is they shouldn't be desperate, because at no point this game has been unprofitable. Yeah, the profits, you know,
that's
how varied, or some years they have gone slightly down, stuff like that. But they are making several times more than their running costs. In any other business, there'd be insanely good margins.
Exactly. Look at Banquet. Bloody good example. The money they made, you can't tell me they've got no money. They made so much just on Banquet. Where's that money gone? Unless they're really that bloody greedy.
Well, I mean, it's not gone anywhere, really. Just you know. Well, they are... Because that's one of the things that initially, like years ago, I kind of found, you know, very distasteful, because this game effectively sponsored like 4 other games for Kabam Studios, and all of them went bust. You know, they used profits from this game to make that Realm of Champions game, which effectively is one of the reasons why Gabe got fired or left, I don't know. He was kind of like the main guy in MCOC then. And this game still at that point had like a lot of issues and bugs and things like that, and was like really unpolished. And they clearly did not reinvest the money back into this game. They just, you know, made an entirely different game.
Stupid, very stupid choices.
Which one's to awaken first, Baron Zemo, Koya, Crossbones? I'll probably go with
Koya. No. Koya, but she only just needs the 1. So.
Yeah. If you don't have a ton of 6-tons, definitely go with the Koya first. Crossbones kind of needs to be high sig for him to be worth awakening, really. And Baron Zemo, I wouldn't awaken him, because you're going to be probably getting him as you get him ascended anyways.
And he might be in, if you're elder, you might get the monthly 7-star, and he might be in that one. So don't even bother, you're most likely going to pull him.
Yeah, so anyways,
I'd go with Koya.
Basically, the point is, again, maybe this is kind of a harsh thing to do, and yeah, like, if the DC game's good, I won't be playing it because I miss early days MCOC, and you know, hopefully it can be that and more, maybe. And maybe, you know, Kabam changes their approach to the game. I doubt that they will, by the way.
I don't think they will.
But
I think they've got such a big head now, they're really not going to care.
But as the end-all be-all of it, I'm also not happy with with this game right now, or what Kabam's doing right now. So
it's not in a good place. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And it is sad. I mean, I love the game.
And obviously, this is like a personal thing now. You know, since CCP drops and since creator code, stuff like that, because they effectively kind of like nuked my ability to make money on YouTube and profitability from the channel and things like that. So, what's the best way to put it? If this DC game, you know, puts them out of the business or cuts their revenue share a lot, I would just find that to be, you know, karma or something. So,
Yeah.
Like, look as well, if the DC game launches successfully and does bloody well, you should actually look early and get into that CCP.
yeah, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
You get your foot in the door early. That's a nice little early access to a lot of things. You'll get to test the new champion every month.
But
That-
again,
that
like
would be
I
very
would
good.
kind of like need to see, because you know, if that means I wouldn't be able to say what I want to say, then I still wouldn't do it.
Well,
I
I
think
mean, if
they'd
you got in early, you'd be able to like sort of set an example. You know what I mean?
Or get kicked out early, you know, whichever way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they'll be up to a lot of like the users' suggestions.
I mean, another thing
Yeah.
that really kind of annoys me is like, you know, the skinnedness of Kabam people. Because they are often behaving like such little bitches.
Yeah.
DLL is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Prime example. I hope he's watching. Bastard.
I don't think he is, but I mean, he's
I
definitely
hate
one
that.
of the guys that gets often mentioned for this. Yeah.
I think he's the first name that will get mentioned, yes. Everyone knows about DLL.
The guy was bad before, and then he got hired by Kabam. So now he's on like
I was
his
actually
high-
kind of
it's like
okay
10
with him before he
times
started
his
working with Kabam. We kind of like, I recommended his channel. I kind of like gave him a shout out when he was just a small content creator, and you know, we talked a fair amount. I think many people don't know that, but yeah. Because when I found his channel, I gave him a shout out, told people to check him out, because you know, he was talking sense, and many content creators don't in this game, and it was like, he's kind of a smart guy, and I kind of like much of the videos that he makes, and it's cool. And
Yeah, that's probably my personal beef because of the because he said for a long time he wanted Moment to be nerfed, or his fix to happen, his quote unquote fix.
oh yeah, I mean,
And then
like
he
his
actually
thing,
got
how he
fixed up.
bitched about like Dr. Doom and Kingpin and shit like that, and then makes Serpent and whatnot. It's like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, that too.
And then he says like, oh no, he's perfectly
but then
balanced.
you make Serpent. What's sure, dude.
Well, we can at least say he made one really, really good fucking champion, because the rest of them haven't been that great.
What do you
No,
mean,
he
one
made a
really,
few.
really good
He made
champion? He's
both
made a bunch of good ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, there have been a few, yes, but Serpent
he knows what
is
makes
the
a good-
best.
I mean, he's made Photon.
Yeah, Photon.
Yes, I forgot. He made Photon.
He made Kate Bishop.
then-
Kate Bishop's like one of the best skills. Kate Bishop would be like the best skill in the game if she was Sansa.
He made Absorbing Man, who you know he's kind of fallen out of relevance, but
He was good for a long while.
Yeah,
So the problem is, well, I think he's made characters like Kate, which will never be introduced as 7-star, because she's just broken.
I mean, but then
Imagine
again,
her-
at every level of the game, somebody's made somebody like that. Because, you know, somebody
Yeah.
made Hercules, somebody made Ghost, somebody made Quake, you know. All of those are things.
Yeah. There's
I'm
broken
pretty sure
champions.
Earthquake and Ghost were all the same person.
And that's kind of another thing, is like, I like broken champions. You know,
Yeah,
there's just like, you know, no other real way to put it. But, you know, I like champions that are kind of broken.
yeah,
Yeah, I love them. It's like I'm loving Jabari and Lizard. For me, they've been MVP for War for the last 2 months,
Mhm.
and I'm still using them. Love them. Broken to hell and back if you know how to use them properly. Especially Lizard.
yeah. He made the Foot Spider-Man.
Oh, and that's, I think, another thing that really kind of like took away from this game for me. Because I remember early days, I had like this entire cheese video series where I found like very funny, interesting interactions, and I kind of like showcased whether that be, you know, Heimdall plus Electro against those massive Fury nodes, or, you know, the massive heal regen nodes, and champions could reverse that, or, you know, some infinite stun loop things, or just in general, you know, stuff like that. Because, you know, you could give Hulk an increased ability accuracy previously, and then he would basically just infinitely stun, or do that with Luke Cage, because you could kind of infinitely stun with him, and you could eat level 3, so you could just, like, you know, increase his combo power rate, and you know, go to town, or his ability accuracy. And Kabam also did like a very kind of meticulous job of removing all of that from the game. Then, like, they removed just about all of the fun cheese things from the game, and that is like another thing that I really, you know, I wasn't happy with it, to put it lightly, because I understand why Kabam could be frustrated with it, you know, because, you know, we're clearing content not the way they want us to clear it and things like that. But it was part of what made the game fun, trying to look for these, you know, crazy interactions and paths and lanes and things like that. And,
loopholes.
Yeah.
Loopholes.
Yeah. And now we kind of have some of that on some of the lanes in like new story content, but it feels so artificially made, because there's like 11 nodes and there's like 4 champions that can do those fights, and there's like 2 champions often that can do that fight like very well, and it's kind of cheesy, but it doesn't come from the players, it comes from Kabam, so it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's also just like a champion bloat. Not even just like, yeah. They like, you have
I got banned
200
from
plus
DLL Twitch stream because I said something I would do about him in a different stream. Oh, I think he's doing about being a bully. Well, the thing is, like, if somebody bans you from their own channel, in theory I have like nothing against it, you know, because that's their channel. They can kind of, obviously, you know, shows people who they are and stuff like that, and, you know, there are things, for instance, like my moderators kind of protect me much more than I do. Like, if somebody tells me I'm cunt, you know, I don't mind that. I really don't care. And unless you start like talking about my family and stuff like that, you know, I'm more than willing to engage with it, because, you know, number one, I kind of find it entertaining. Number two, I don't have like a big head on me. Like, I'm okay with being like an idiot or a cunt or a bastard or, you know, whatever. It really doesn't kind of like bother me. But there are a lot of people who would ban you for that, as an example, right? And again, there are a lot of people who would ban you for less, because, you know, for whatever reason, you know, whether they think very highly of themselves, or they're emotionally fragile, or, you know, they find it, you know, unacceptable, or whatever be their reasons. So, in general, I don't really have an issue with it, because, again, as somebody that is a content creator, I have faced a lot of hate, abuse, and, you know, I have had to do some banning and things like that, and I also fully understand people who don't want to deal with it. You know, quite similar to that. And, you know, if they don't want to deal with it, or if they approach it differently, I can completely understand them. And if it's their personal YouTube channel, and, you know, he doesn't like your name or your face or the things that you say, I have nothing against really people. You know, banning other people. I do kind of think it's dumb or whatever. I don't think people should do it necessarily, and it's not like I recommend it, but I'm also not going to kind of judge somebody for doing it, because, again, these things often get very personal, and the comments that people leave are very, very nasty, and if somebody just decides, you know, fuck it, I'm, you know, not going to do any of it type thing, I'm, you know, out of all of the issues, let's say, that I would find with DLL, the fact that he like bans people that are negative towards him on his private channel, where he kind of approaches YouTube as a hobby for the most part. I don't really have an issue with that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
I however would have, like, you know, on a personal level, I have much bigger issue with him, you know, being incapable of admitting that he's wrong, or, you know, that a champion, you know, he makes, you know, objectively paid bid. His shit has been shit forever, will be shit, his shit, the buff is shit and stuff like that. And him kind of like being blinded by hubris or, you know, his own kind of like ego and you know, insisting that
it's like the recent thing.
Great success when, you know, everybody...
It's like his recent champion.
Which one was that?
Didn't he do the one that's just come out? He got branded by that one guy. I sent you the link.
Oh,
Casey.
Was it his champion?
Wasn't the Hobgoblin?
Is Hobgoblin his champion? I thought it was the Tarantula.
I don't remember. He got roasted for a champion recently. Like really, really roasted, and then he banned that guy, deleted those messages, and yeah, it just went around the whole thing very, very wrong.
Yeah.
And then the guy that was banned actually called him out, and yeah,
it
was actually quite interesting.
I mean, so again, like, not really gonna. I that is again not necessarily him banning people he doesn't like or whatever, but also like the guy didn't say anything that should be ban-worthy. He just disagreed with him. He was like rude or malicious or anything like that. So, you know, I absolutely obviously don't support it either. But again, for me, it's more of a principle of the mindset that he's like never wrong, or you know, everything he does is great. Or you know, that somebody who critiques aspects of the game or his champions, like, oh, they know nothing, it's, you know, done for a specific purpose and stuff like that. And like, okay, cool, it can be done on purpose and it still be a shit decision. And
but there's a line to draw though. With being, there's a line to draw with being too in love with yourself, so to speak.
Yeah.
We're humans. We're never perfect. We do make mistakes. So don't think that you're perfect.
But again, like,
and that grates me. People like that. They think they're so much higher than you.
I don't think anybody like likes or appreciates it. And again, I don't want to be kind of like too kind of like dismissing. Like, obviously, I don't like it either, and you know, based on behavior like that, I can at the same time kind of like, I do think he's a smart guy. I do respect his like intellect in a sense. I don't like his ego at all. And you know, he's not the type of guy I would necessarily want to, you know, hang out with or grab a pint with. And as I have grown older, I also have kind of like learned to, you know, that it matters in a lot of sense, in a lot of ways. Obviously, if it's a professional capacity, you always have to deal with people that you don't like or you would rather see leaving than coming. But when it comes to your kind of like, you know, free time or deciding who you engage with and, you know, how you approach things, that to me in recent years has genuinely become like one of the more important things. You know, whether, you know, that person is kind of like okay to grab a pint with or something, or whether, you know, you can have fun with him or things like that. And I don't think majority of the people working at the bank, for instance, would fit that criteria. So I also can't really root for them to succeed. And again, I could be wrong. Maybe they're like perfectly fine and, you know, cheerful people. But as far as I know, many of them, to me, it's off-putting.
I understand what you're meaning as well. It's like I've got my friends that when we go out or we have a bribe or just go to watch a band, you know, it's as mates, and those are the kind of people I love hanging around because I know they're my friends, people I can trust. It's people, you know, like with the big head. That's the people I just.
Yeah, that's self-important. I never like that either.
Yeah.
What I also don't like is what I absolutely detest is people with a fake smile. You know, if I ever catch somebody giving a fake smile, you know, I immediately dislike that person. Like, because I have seen so many times, like from a side view, where, you know, somebody's smiling, you know, talking to somebody, and the other person turns around and their smile immediately kind of disappears. You could, clearly see its effects. I fucking can't stand that.
Yeah. I know.
And that's
That
also a
gets
very
me,
big
that-
part of the reason why I genuinely can't cheer for a lot of MCOC content creators, especially in CCP, because I find a lot of that like super dishonest. Because again, I have nothing against somebody who sees things differently than me. I say a champion is shit and they say a champion is good. And that's fine. If you think that, I obviously will think you're wrong, and I know better, but fine. But what I do have an issue with is that you could see that the person doesn't think, for instance, a champion is good. You can see that they know they are full of shit and they're still telling people that this champion is great, and they're trying to, invent scenarios where that champion works and things like that. And it was like one of the reasons why I made my channel in the first place, like if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
It was Cable.
Yeah.
It was
I remember
Cable
you said
because
that.
I grinded for Cable as a 4-star for like 3 days, and it was like the first I think first 4-star I grinded for. And because, there was a whole bunch of content creators, I'm not necessarily going to give all the names, but there was a whole bunch of content creators saying, like, if he's going to be the best mutant in the game, he's going to be amazing and shit like that. And I docked him, and I fucking hated him from the moment. And, I took him, like, relatively high as a 4-star for that time, like rank 3 or something. And I was trying to find places where to use him, and I just immediately realized he's shit. And that he's going to be a bad champion. And he never was a relevant champion outside of his Apex synergy, obviously, that came years later. But ultimately, that was why I decided to make channel, because I knew in my heart that those people who told me that Cable is good or great, they were full of shit. They knew that he won't be. If you could test that champion for half an hour, compare his damage output to other champions and shit like that, it's like, you knew Cable is not good. And again, that's different from like making a mistake, right? That's different from kind of like...
Yeah, no, it's been consistent for years.
Yeah.
It's not...
and that's why I made my channel originally. Because I thought that either those YouTubers are very, very bad at the game and understand very little of it, or they're just full of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And I've made mistakes. For instance, I was quite hyped for Sam Wilson getting released, because on paper his abilities looked like that, like it had potential, like to be good, because he had a lot in his kit. I mean, immediately the first idea was, if his damage output somewhat holds up, because he had that whole Proxima thingy where he gets the bulwark and then you can negate, masochism nodes and things like that. And not critting, obviously with text is good, instant burst, bypass miss with the tracking or whatever else he bypassed, and power control in tech. He basically kind of covered every aspect of a good tech champion. Had armor buff, no crits, has power control and all of those things, but when you read it initially in the ability description, it looks fucking good, it looks nice. And that is, genuinely a mistake. I thought the champion's good. I thought it has like everything that he needs, and I was wrong. Obviously, he always kind of sucked.
Well, I mean, wasn't that just a damage output problem, though?
Well, it's not just the damage output problem. It's also like the timers and things being quite iffy. For instance, if damage output is one thing, but power control is not quite fast enough. It doesn't drain quite enough power, and you can't kind of like maintain it quick enough and things like that. So in general, he had kind of like numbers issues. Timers are either too short, or you need too many charges, or things like that. But sometimes things don't work out. But again, that is a mistake. I thought something and I was wrong. When somebody tests, Cable and tells you the Cable can be fucking awesome, great. That's not a mistake.
I mean, what did Cable even do? Like, he had a degen? He had one degen that he could
He had
refresh.
degen, and degen was like super rare at the time. He got concussion, ability accuracy reduction, but problem there is obviously that concussion is only on level 2. He doesn't get to level 2 fast enough, and it's just it doesn't last long enough. So ultimately that concussion is kind of pointless. And power gain after he gained about power, the power gain is like 2 weak, and ultimately he just did nothing.
Yeah.
And the same thing is like I think he had like True Strike on level 3 or something like that, and it's like he bypasses away. But yeah, it's in the fucking level 3, so in any kind of like demanding fight, you could be dead by the time it's level 3,
Yeah.
Exactly. Disappointed with him, but anyway. I do like the symbiote Spidey buff. It is actually quite nice.
I kind
Hey,
of
look at
like
that!
it too. Thing is symbiote Spidey, right? I kind of like it. I just don't
Did
think
they
it's
have
good
another
enough.
one? I feel like they had one a while ago. Did they give him a new one?
Well, we got a buff.
Yeah,
Like a rework.
You got a buff. You got a rework. He's okay now, but again, he's just not gonna be good enough, I think. Because
No, not for, but he's
Nova,
fun.
for
He's
instance,
entertaining.
damages him completely. Like Nova.
Yeah.
Nova's just Nova.
I mean, it's not like
Not
Nova is
even-
like mega nuke. His damage output is not bad, but
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it doesn't really do anything that Spidey. He has true accuracy, which is good, which is kind of like reliable. But
I do like his evade. That auto evade is very handy.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of nice. And I just don't think he's gonna be good enough. I don't think he answers enough problems.
No, I agree with that, but he is fun and just interesting.
Yeah. Oh, the same thing was like with the Spider-Man buff. Remember when Spidey got buffed? How many people... I said I think Spidey sucks. People were hating on me so fucking hard for it. And there were so many content creators. Spidey's fucking insane now. Spidey's so broken. Spidey's amazing. Spidey's like the best thing ever. How many of you guys use OG Spider-Man?
Except for Arena. Never.
Yeah.
I think he's still not even leveled up at rank 1 yet. I haven't even touched him.
And again, like
There's
the
no
big
point.
question is, do you guys think content creators that told you that Spidey is gonna be fucking amazing thought he's gonna be fucking amazing?
I still don't understand why the fuck they've added him to the Ascension list. Yeah,
They added him
there's
to
just no
Essentials?
reason to find it. Oh, I think he's...
It's probably
one of the
because
new
of the
ones.
movie, really.
Hold on. I will confirm. Hold on.
Hasn't have either of you guys seen the new Spidey movie?
I have not
No,
yet.
not yet. I want to see it.
I do too, but I'm realistically... Okay, so that's new.
It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be kind of okay. Again, morally dubious in a bit, which, I'm sure I'm gonna find annoying after I watch it, but I'm not gonna spoil it at all. But there are some... From what I have heard, there are some very significant issues with morality in the movie as well.
It's a Disney movie.
Hmm?
It's a Disney movie.
So, I mean, like, yeah. Which, and like, for me personally, movie being immoral was one of my biggest gripes with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That movie is so fucking disgustingly immoral. I could not enjoy it at all, even if it was a good movie. Obviously, there were other dumb things that annoyed me, but the biggest thing that from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is the movie is just disgustingly immoral. It's not a movie about heroes or heroism, stuff like that. It's a movie about left-wing politics trying to justify and pretend that they're good, really. with like all sorts of little comments and jabs and things like that. Number one, and the Wanda speech is like, I really liked Scarlet Witch initially, like in Avengers, but after her series, you know, and after Doctor Strange, obviously, I just fucking can't stand her. And not like in a classical sense that she's like, you know, a villain or something like that, but just because, again, Wanda in that movie to me was effectively an insert of left-wing liberal. And again, I'm not like super kind of like political, but Multiverse of Madness, when she speaks to Doctor Strange and kind of like, you know, had to go on Doctor Strange like, oh, you broke the rules and you did the things that are forbidden. Fucking did it to save the world, right? He either like, you would have been
Shut up and take
dead.
my money.
Items $2.22. Hollywood movies have always been propaganda machines.
Yeah, the new Ascension guys is OG Spider-Man, Guillotine 2099, Colossus, T-Rex, Dragon Man, and what's that skill chick?
Moondragon.
Yes, Moondragon.
That's this Madness was terrible movie, especially everything about the story was horrible. Yeah, I mean, like, again, story was really dumb, but my biggest issue with the movie is still the morality of it. The one that kind of like having go at Doctor Strange about like, you know, I break the rules and I get persecuted, and you break the rules and you get rewarded and shit like that. It's like, well, yeah, because, you know, motivations matter, and, you know, the reasons for doing things matter. And, you know, Wanda broke all the rules because she got big sads after her, you know, mega robot dildo got broken by Thanos. Then because she got big crazy, then she made up 2 kids. Literally just, you know, conceived them out of her head that she has 2 kids now. And when she got told, or when she decided to stop torturing people, they disappeared. That somehow got presented as a huge sacrifice in WandaVision. And then she wanted to get back her imaginary kids and started destroying entire fucking multiverses. And she was somehow trying to justify that, but that's like just batshit insane. You know? That is legitimately batshit insane. And she had like the gall not to even realize what she's doing is bad. So I had like a massive issue with that entire kind of like line of argumentation from those movies. The fact that Doctor Strange apologized to Wanda, because as if like he did something wrong there. And also the fact that there was some line about Avengers where, or, you know, because they left. Because again, like, Avengers existed in that timeline, all the heroes existed in the timeline. I had massive issue with just about everybody allowing Wanda to torture an entire town of people who were, by the end of the show, were begging to be killed.
Yeah.
And none of the heroes did anything. And then it was kind of explained because she's like very powerful. But, you know, you fought galactic threats before, you fought Ultron, you fought Thanos, all of those guys were powerful, but you fought because, you know, that was the right thing to do. And then you didn't fight against Wanda because, oh, that would have, you know, caused the problem or something like that. And I had like such a big fucking issue with it because, you know, effectively, because of the WandaVision series and because of the Multiverse of Madness, all of the Earth's heroes are cocked. You know, because they just did not have the courage or moral strength to actually do something about anything, really. And they just kind of get away with it.
I don't blame them.
And that was also the issue with, you know, where the WandaVision ended, and she kind of like stopped. Again, I'll repeat it. She stopped torturing thousands of people. Not because she wanted to, because she had to. Right?
Yeah.
And then she just went to live alone in mountains or somewhere. and nobody had a problem with that. And then she started, murdering multiverses and thousands of people and thousands of sorcerers and whatnot, and the whole opening scene with that monster from that other dimension that wrecked the New York City and shit like that, and everybody was still chill with it. And in the there was like some dialogue between Doctor Strange and Wanda's like, oh, you behave, you be nice, and you're gonna get your name back on the lunchbox, as if don't torture any more people, and we're gonna let you back in Avengers.
Well, she was extremely powerful though.
So
that's realistic, actually.
And I suppose, but I do find issue with it in my superhero movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I wouldn't blame anyone to try to go up against Scarlet Witch, especially not when she's at full power.
Again, you wouldn't blame anybody, but would you expect your heroes to do something about it? Is the question. Would
yes.
Would you expect?
What can they do?
What do you mean? What can you do? It's not like she's the strongest being in the universe. Surely they
fought
a plan to do something.
Pretty much at full strength. She's. I mean, look what she did to Thanos.
And that's not even. But you still do something about it.
Yeah, I think they'd like to, but they knew they were going to get overmatched. At that strength she's at full strength.
He wasn't at full strength.
Yeah. Back then she still wasn't at full strength, by the way.
No.
I think he had 3.
When they were fighting, she wasn't full strength. And neither was he, but look what she can do, and that wasn't her at full strength. She is during multiverse and madness and that type.
I get that she's strong, but I still fundamentally disagree with everything being chill. Like, what's the best way to explain it? In the comics, for instance, there are so many storylines for Earth's heroes thought Hulk's too strong, so they fucking lured him on a jet and flew him away because he's like too fucking strong and unpredictable and a threat. And they always do something about issues, whether it works out for the best or for the worst or whatever, that's fine, but you just don't. It's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I know. It to me seemed, again, like everybody there got cocked, and it's not how they would have behaved. Like, realistically, like what we know about those heroes from MCU, from comics, from everywhere, what you know about, people like Nick Fury and whatnot, they would not have let it go.
Yeah.
Although no one knew about what she was doing.
What do you mean nobody knew?
Like, really knew what was actually going on for so long.
No, they did. In WandaVision, they literally had her like little town surrounded within like the first days the shit started, and there was like the whole government agency, doing it. So yeah, they fucking knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have not told.
Okay, that's one thing. Heroes not doing anything. That is one thing. The other thing is the movie trying to kind of like squeeze in the idea that she's kind of justified, or it's understandable what she's doing, or it's not like that bad, or kind of like where Photon told Wanda, they will never know what you sacrificed for them. She sacrificed jack shit. She literally didn't sacrifice anything. Not a single goddamn thing. Only thing she fucking sacrificed, again, because she had to, if she wanted to survive, not because she wanted to, her imaginary kids. That's it. That was the only thing that changed. Like that was like the sacrifice. She let go of her imaginary kids.
And her imaginary boyfriend.
No, the boyfriend was real afterwards. Like White Vision somewhere out in MCU just hasn't done anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He got like rebuilt or something like that, and
yeah.
Wait, no, that was because
Yeah, there were basically
No,
two visions
Shield
there.
invented the white vision.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
basically
Shield
again,
invented the white vision. Her imaginary boyfriend disappeared. I'm quite
yeah,
sure.
but she got her real boyfriend back, basically, kind of.
But he's white now, and that's
Yeah,
bad.
that's bad now.
If they made him black.
Let's see, I want to see what they do with Doomsday.
Gold, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of people are kind of counting on Doomsday to make make MCU great again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the saving grace now.
Okay, the thing
Yeah.
is, again, like the best thing that could happen to MCU right now, in my opinion, the only feasible, realistic thing is genuinely like a reboot.
That's
Because
what I'm hoping that
again, they
Doomsday
have fucked it up
does.
so much. There's nothing that they realistically could do to kind of like undo shit. Because there are so many big issues with latest Thor movies, where Thor just made a whole bunch of mini Thors, right? There are so many issues with Multiverse of Madness and Illuminati and everything else that Doctor Strange can do now.
What's up, Grinfeld?
So many issues with She-Hulk and power scaling and things that happen in She-Hulk. There are so many issues with, again, just about everything. They have kind of destroyed characters of so many heroes, where you can never really look at them the same way. They have, they can't really undo the Secret Invasion, which was effectively again some sort of immigration allegory that they tried to make, and it kind of finished on the idea that it's going to be like a Skrull Civil War type of thing happening, and Earth is effectively going to be that type of battlefield. Plus, Secret Invasion technically created just about the most powerful hero or anti-hero with that Skrull chick that flexed Drax's arm with Drax's tattoos. You know what I mean? She exists somewhere in MCU now. There are just so many issues. They had, after Eternals, they had like a giant Eternal guy sticking out of the planet for like 6 years, and then they addressed it eventually, and all that movie kind of fucked things up too. In between Eternals and then the Captain America one. Again, I just don't know what they can do for Marvel Universe to make sense now.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm hoping the Doom saga does.
I genuinely hope it's like a reboot, a reset.
I know it's been shit for years now, but like, just resetting it is so cheap. Like, these writers that cost millions of dollars to hire, and the best that they can come up with is a reset.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the only thing left again, like, because they are these writers that cost millions, but let's remember that they were very, very shit writers for a very, very long time, and they have been fucking it up for like a decade now, or like many, many years. You can't
I think
undo.
they're hiring back on.
It's kind of like when you buy a car, right? If you maintain it, if you work on it, it will run for like, I don't know, decades, and you're gonna tweak it and you're gonna fix it and it's gonna be fine, and if something goes wrong, you can fix it, right? If you have bought a car and if you have never ever maintained it, and if you let everything decay, stuff like that, you get to a point where fixing it effectively would mean just building a new car, where everything's broken. Like if the engine's fucked, you haven't changed the oil, but you haven't changed the brakes, you have been in fender benders, you haven't taken care of it, your fucking frame and chassis is rusted, paint job's bad, lights are kicked off, electricals are fucked up, and repairing it would cost like 5 times the amount that cars, you could buy 3 cars for that money. Do you repair
that's where the MCU is like.
Exactly, because they fucked it up and kept fucking it with no lube for a decade. It's unfixable. Realistically, it's unfucking fixable. with all of the things that kind of cut off, you know, Kang somewhere out there, but then, you know, they cancelled Kang, so whatever the fucking happened with million Kangs coming to destroy everything. And again, all the things that I just mentioned before that, it's just not fixable. It really fucking isn't. Because every movie they make right now is overshadowed by the shit it doesn't address or it doesn't interact with, or shit that, you know, shouldn't be like the way it is. For instance, right now, even the new Spidey movie, right? Like, it's in New York, right? Spidey's dealing with street level crime in New York. We just had Daredevil take over New York and turn it into a fucking concentration camp.
What?
Daredevil
Seriously?
Daredevil theories, Kingpin got a mayor. Kingpin became a mayor, and there was like curfews, and he had like his own like Nazi, you know, police department thing going on and all that shit, and he was effectively, you know, ruling over New York City, trying to assassinate all sorts of governors and, you know, doing all sorts of shit like that, and obviously riots on the streets and stuff like that. And effectively, like, this new movie comes out, I haven't seen it, but, you know, I know they don't address it, and I know they didn't, you know, he wasn't part in Daredevil, but effectively, what was Spidey doing then? You know, just he lived in New York. Or I'm quite sure several of the Avengers are from New York. There's like, you know, where they kind of chill with it, or is that okay?
Most heroes are in New York.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, they do nothing about it.
I guess.
Like,
it's
I'm
all
quite
about
sure
the
Kate Bishop is in New York as well, right? She was a thing.
Yeah.
She obviously let Kingpin, you know, murder a whole bunch of people. And superheroes and like vigilantes and shit like that. And like, that is the type of problem where MCU is right now. Even in good movies, you can absolutely trash them apart because of the shit they have done in like everywhere else.
Yeah.
See, now that could have been a good way to make a political superhero movie.
1 second, I'll be right back. I need to help my wife with something.
Alright. But like,
Yeah.
if they have like a quote-unquote political fight for New York, you know, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, the MCU right now is just in a very bad spot.
Yeah.
It needs to reset.
What is going on over there?
It's called a very annoying bird.
Oh, that was you. I thought that was
that's
KT.
my. No.
KT's like, I'm gonna go to the wife or something, and then there's like bird noises and shit.
No, this bird is annoying. It normally does it when I get a phone call and I'm talking to a client, and the bird will purposefully just start making a noise. It knows instantly, to piss me off.
Yeah, what kind of a bird is it? Is it like a parrot?
It's an Indian ringneck. Believe me, I want to wring its neck. Yeah. Trust me, one day it's gonna have its neck ringed. If it doesn't shut up. But it knows the dog's names. It knows a lot of my phone noises, which is very frustrating.
Yeah.
Trust me, very frustrating. It's like, oh, my phone. Oh no, it wasn't the phone. Clever. Too clever for its own good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Get a fucking crow. Crows are apparently supposed to be as good as, or as smart as parrots, and you can train them to bring you coins and stuff.
Yes, no, they're very, very bloody clever birds.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Yeah, I'd love an African grey. Those are beautiful birds.
Oh yeah.
And they live forever. They'll outlive you.
Oh yeah, they'll live like 40 years or 50 years, something like that.
Wow.
They are beautiful, beautiful animals. They learn everything.
Mm-hmm.
Birds are, by the way, unique in that sense. Like, there are very, very few animals that small that can live for a long amount of times, and birds have like extraordinarily long lifespans.
That's interesting.
Because in
Very
general, in
interesting.
the nature, there is a correlation in the size of the animal and how long they're able to live. And birds are kind of like anomaly.
Interesting.
Because, you know,
It's
all
like
the
this
small rodents,
bird
for
up-
instance, they live only like, you know, a handful of years, and then you have like cats and dogs that live like, what, 10 to 20 or whatever, based on like breeds and stuff like that. And then you have like the big animals that can live like 30 or whatever, or 40. And then you have like the very big animals that can, you know, live to 60, 70 and shit like that. And then you have birds, like parrots that can live like 50 years or something, or 40 or something. And then obviously, exception to longevity are reptiles, like, you know, turtles and shit, and alligators.
Yes.
But again,
I mean, like your pet reptiles, bearded dragons, and those kind of things. Beautiful animals, and they live for a long time, eh?
Yeah.
I've had one. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. I've even had a little hedgehog.
really,
Yeah,
hedgehogs are so freaking adorable.
they are so. And this one
Do you notice the parry highly works in skill champions?
was it was pure white.
I
It
don't
was an
notice the
albino.
champions recover from in middle of special attacks recently. But yeah. Sorry, how long do
I like
hedgehogs live?
the.
Actually, I don't know. Have a look.
I want to get a pet platypus. They're funny.
Did you know that when platypus was originally discovered and then kind of like sent back to England, you know, by these like researchers and shit, the researchers were convinced that somebody's pulling a prank on them and no animal like that exists?
Like before it got there, or even after it got
After
there.
it got there, like they basically like caught a platypus and, you know, because it wasn't alive, it was like a taxidermy or something like that. 'Cause, you know, they stuffed it basically and sent to university, and everybody was like, no, like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, obviously no animal like that exists because, you know, it has like beaver tail, spikes, and like just some sort of so much mix mash of different type of animals, and like somebody's, you know, trying.
Yeah,
to
it's kind of
prank
like
us.
a jackalope. Do you know what a jackalope is?
Jackalope?
Yeah.
No.
It's like a bunny with antlers, like deer's antlers.
Oh shit! I didn't know stuff like that exists.
It's not real. It's a myth.
Oh.
But I can see why someone would believe that
Yeah,
a platypus is
basically.
fake.
Well, that was kind of like the story because it, you know, had like, you know,
Yeah.
paws of, well, I know, the legs of like one animal, then, you know, the tail of a beaver or whatever it is, and then, you know, like some sort of spike and emit. But yeah, they're like.
Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs live between 4 and 6 years in captivity.
Fair enough. And what do I want to say? That was the platypus was the early version of like shit's AI.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so anyways, I do hope they completely fucking reset MCU and like recast everybody, and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I mean, recast everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Yes. I don't think recast at all. But
Okay,
Yeah.
who would you not want to recast?
I don't know, the main.
There's a couple that really do the job very well.
And I mean, like, recast how? Like a Captain America Falcon recast? Or like, we're gonna pretend that this is the same character, even though he's got a totally different face?
Well, no, again, like, you know, major reset of everything, you know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, Doom
I
fucking
think
kills the multiverse, or there's one multiverse that the one universe that survives, or whatever, or you know, whatever happens. And that's it. We get different Iron Man, we get different Captain America, we get, you know, different Thor, we get different actors for all of them.
I mean, the only other person I would want for Captain America would be John Walker.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Not like any of that mantle exchanging bullshit. It's like, okay, so how we started with like Captain America First Avenger, right? You know, okay, maybe not make an introductory movie like that, but you know, make a Captain America movie, and this is like a new universe, and this is a new Captain America, and you know, this is his story starting from the point where he gets unfrozen, for instance, you know?
So you want to reset like back to the beginning? I thought you meant just to reset back to like Endgame or something like that.
Oh no, just redo it all.
Oh.
I wanted brand new, clean slate.
That might be too hard.
Why?
That to reset like fully
Yeah.
might make it even worse.
Do you really want to watch another 3 Captain America movies?
If they're good ones, yeah. They don't have to tell the same stories. It could be completely different Avengers, completely different issues, completely different storylines. Do you know how many fucking decades of Captain America comics are out there?
See, that's what I'm thinking. They could reset it in such a way, but don't do it the way they started. Take a different,
exactly.
a different Earth.
Because, you know, for instance, the first Captain America movie was, you know, him being in, you know, old and good old times in the wartime and whatnot. You don't have to do that.
Right.
You can just, for instance, start
The
the
good
new
old
version.
times, war times. Yep.
You can just, you know, start him from, for instance, the time he got unfrozen, or you could already start with him, you know, being active.
Also, don't forget that the entire MCU is based in Earth 616.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
so
the
it could be
general
a completely different universe.
Take a different Earth and try to work with something from a different Earth.
That's what I want.
Could work.
Because it's mainly because like many of those actors are so old, you know, they don't also like feel like it. For instance, you know, you can clearly see that Tony Stark, you know, is aged. Right?
Yeah.
I think he was the perfect Iron Man. I don't think he would be perfect Iron Man to kind of like start the story over now.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think he's my
my
favorite. He wasn't like my favorite MCU hero, like until he was an MCU. But you know, you need something new for that. Same thing with like with a whole bunch of different. For instance, Tom Holland. You know, I think Tom Holland's a good Spidey now. He's like 27. Sure, you can tell stories with Tom Holland as he is right now, and you know, that's one thing. But if you want to, for instance, have him start in high school, you can't do really Tom Holland now. If that movie comes out like 2 years from now, he's gonna be nearly 30.
That's the
last
thing, like,
night.
looking at a different Earth would be a very good idea for the MCU right now.
Yeah, so I hope something like that happens.
There's
Last
a lot
night,
of nice.
Is that yeah,
James
like
May.
DC got different Batman, Superman? Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But anyway,
That would work.
last night I watched James May review a bunch of liquor, and Tom Holland apparently has a alcohol-free beer, and it comes with a postcard, and the marketing bullshit that was on the postcard, I just wanted to shoot Tom Holland right in his dumbass face.
Really?
It was such garbage. Yeah, I hated every word on that fucking postcard.
I cannot see it or heard of it. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I want to happen with MCU. I just want them to tell completely new stories and with completely different cast, you know, and completely different timeline or universe or whatever.
Each Earth has its own different origins, which will make it all fresh and new again.
Yeah, exactly. And again, there's so much material in comic books that can easily, you know, do it.
Oh yeah. I mean, comics have been going for years and years and years and years. There's so much story there that can be used. And you also got to remember, you're limited time for a movie.
Yeah.
You can do
I
some
don't-
really, really good stuff.
I think they would struggle to find an audience if they did that.
Why?
Like, there's
I
the
don't-
die-hard Marvel fans that read the comics, and then there's the Marvel fans who just like the MCU, and then there's the non-Marvel fans. And like, I think only a small margin of the just MCU fans will stick with a whole new universe reset. You know what I mean?
If the movies are good, they're
I-
good.
I think they will.
Again, like, because MCU exploded in popularity. Not because of the Marvel fans, because they exploded in popularity because they made very, very, very good movies that appealed to, regular people.
Right. Well, I don't have faith in Hollywood's ability to make a good movie right now.
I mean, neither do I really, but maybe. Okay, the best way to put it. I think it is more likely that they will make a good movie if they reset everything and they get in brand new actors, brand new people, brand new, kind of like also on the ideological level, kind of like approach it as a brand new thing rather than them trying to salvage the existing thing. That's why also, for instance, right now I'm much more hopeful for the DC game than I am for this. Than I am for MCOC, because I have very little faith that the people working at Kabam, people responsible for this game, will be able to kind of like get their shit together and all of a sudden start providing like very, very good content, very, very good games, very creative champion releases, and and not make it feel like the game is hyper one priced. I'm not sure if the DC game is gonna be good, but I think they have a better chance, and that's similar to the way I look at MCU right now. I have so little faith in in hindsight after everything that has happened in MCU for a full-on fucking decade, that those same people in those same positions under those same influences from those same actors and creative workers will kind of like be able to take up things and get everything together.
Oh, let's talk about an actually good movie, Project Hail Mary. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's very good.
It's fantastic. I loved it.
To watch from this.
Do you have Amazon? Well, it might be different because you're in Latvia, but Amazon Prime has Project Hail Mary on it.
It's alright, I'll just
right now.
sail the seas.
Sorry, I've got a list I need to get through, and it's good.
Yeah.
First list of champions you already have is lame. Yeah, that is lame too. Getting shot.
KT. Do you, when you sail the seas, as you say, do you just do like the streaming sites, or do you like do it properly?
Depends.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have to maybe talk to you a bit later about figuring some stuff out, because like it's
Properly as in how?
hard to find information on it because nobody wants to public information on how to do it because it's technically illegal still, at least in America. I know in Russia,
just nobody gives a shit.
everybody. But it's like it's different.
Okay, so do you want
It's
just
a
the
bigger-
streaming sites or something?
I'm guessing we're talking about torrents.
Yeah. No, not a streaming site. Because streaming sites, maybe it's just a me problem, but like their quality isn't that good.
Oh,
Their video quality, and there's a whole lot of buffering.
you can download from most streaming sites as well, and streaming sites
I'd
you can get shit in good
I'd rather
quality.
go in Buddha.
Huh?
What's that, Scott?
Torrents. Faster, easier, and you get so much more access to a lot more stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just download a uTorrent or BitTorrent or whatever, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I do, and you get that for TV series as well. As soon as something comes out, the first episode's posted.
Yeah. All right.
It's
I'll talk-
easy access.
called either
haven't
uTorrent
talked
or
to you.
BitTorrent. Download that, and then you can just Google some torrents, and you'll find some.
It's just like the most useful one for movies was Yiffy torrents.
Which one?
Yeah.
It's still around, but Yiffy, yts.mx was the link, but that got taken down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're bouncing from server to server at the moment, but it's still around.
Yeah, that's
Yiffy.
a big problem too that I've noticed. They always get taken down, and then they're kind of gone, or they'll go to this other server that I'm not like connected right enough to know where they went and everything like that. So
Yeah, it's awkward. It's like Pirate Bay. I mean, it's still going.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Which
the
is
same
quite
thing. Like
amazing.
Yes Movie has changed the site. There's like 15 sites out there, and like 50 that have been taken down. Like those are like the streaming sites as well. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The whole digital thing on piracy and do they forget that you can stream anything online now? Have they forgotten that?
well, that's also
You
kind
do
of
realize
thing,
it's
like
true.
why we are currently experiencing kind of like the, let's say, troubled age of streaming services. Because initially it was like Netflix and like one or two more, and it didn't have everything. But the reason you kind of paid for it, it was because there was like no ads, and it was super convenient, right? It was like, that's really what you paid for. At least for me, it was like that. It's not because I wanted to see something that's on Amazon Prime, because I could see anything that's on Amazon Prime for free at any time if I wanted to. The day it got released on Amazon Prime, it's not like I had to wait forever either. If it was on any of those sites, it was also available for free online. The reason why I had some of those subscriptions, well, first of all, in UK, I just used Amazon a lot, so it made sense for the free shipping and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the second reason, for instance, why I kept Netflix for so long, or like Disney Plus, well, why I kept Netflix for so long was because it's super convenient. It was very kind of like nice service, and because of the way they kind of like presented everything to you, you could also discover like a lot of things. And kind of like that, but if you have like nothing to do, you could just kind of like loiter around Netflix and find something to watch that you would not have ever thought of watching before. So that was kind
That's
of
what I'm doing now. That's what I do. I pay for Netflix. It's actually the only one I do. And I get it for a lot.
And the reason why I got Disney Plus was because at the time I was like super into MCU, and I was like, okay, so I really like MCU, and I'm going to all the movies pretty much anyways, and I do like to rewatch some of them at times, so I was like, might as well support it. So basically I kind of had those three streaming services, but within the last half a year, I have cancelled all of them. I don't live in UK anymore. I don't need the 3-day shipping. Amazon pissed me off with the fucking Ring of the Power series and whatnot, so I was like, fuck that. And Disney Plus was an easy cancellation since, since last two phases of MCU, I barely watch stuff anyways, and I cancelled Netflix because they honestly just kept increasing the price. I was like, fuck it. So I cancelled all of them. Panada.
Yeah.
And now, I generally also like watch very little of whatever Hollywood makes and stuff like that. And if I do want to watch something, that always is like a very conscious decision, either have heard the great things or something. But I'm also happier for it. I definitely am. Like, takes away less mind space from me, I guess.
Yeah. Like, I still don't get why they so hard on the whole digital sharing. Because, I mean, like I was saying, if you're streaming something, you know that your software that you use for streaming, the OBS, you do realize you can just have that installed while the other thing's streaming, and record it.
Yeah, of course.
Save the
Oh,
file.
it's not even that. Even on those services themselves, for instance, when I travel, I just use download shit from there as well. And you have them available in like offline, and through
That's
that
true.
you can access basically the files as well. Like I'm not technically as savvy, but I know for a fact that through that system people just download it straight from the streaming services, and then you can distribute it.
That's how Yuffie basically gets. I mean, had Mortal Kombat. He had the Masters of the Universe like quite quickly. It's doing that. It's by someone streaming it, him or someone else, and saving the stream.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You got your movie.
And
Computers are way more advanced than people can even keep up with right now,
of course,
Yeah.
and it's going to get so much worse.
AI is making it's kind of getting so much worse, but also AI is making it so much more accessible to a ton of people because you can just AI how to,
Yeah.
It is kind of scary because for a while I kind of didn't pay attention to AI, but I just realized that in my daily life I'm not gonna say I'm dependent, but I use AI much more than I thought I would for like easy everyday tasks that I never thought I would use AI, which is also kind of fast. For instance, my wife asked me, "Is like, oh, do you know like until what time that store is open today? We want to check out." And my first instinct was like, "Okay, I'll just ask AI." Yeah, I will know, and it does know, and it's correct, obviously, and you have your answer within a second. So, and the same thing obviously is with technical capabilities, because you can ask AI incredibly difficult technical questions, and it will answer you.
Yeah.
And even if it is something that in case of like pirating movies, something like that, illegal, you can still get AI to answer. You might need to ask it a couple different times in a few different ways, but it will still answer. Because it's also kind of fascinating how dangerous of a tool AI is, and how little it's kind of like overseen. You hear those stories about AI basically talking people into suicides and shit like that, which is kind of like wild.
Yeah, in America, there's this. They've got these AI cameras that they're trying to put up fucking everywhere.
Oh yeah,
I've heard it's in the UK, and it's like a bunch of people are getting falsely arrested over it.
Yep. I heard those stories too, where basically an entire family got arrested because the number plates matched, but the number plate was like for a bike from different state.
Right.
Yes.
It's not just that. It's not just the AI flock as well. There's like a big scandal with ring cameras as well, because they use like save the feed and effectively have like a mass surveillance network through ring cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is like addition people are not. What is like addiction?
Surveillance?
What is OTT? Also addition during Corona. Only Apple Music now? Yeah, so recently cancelled all of them. I'm very happy that I did, genuinely. Because again, if I want to watch something, I still can, but now I have made it that it is a conscious decision that I have to make, if not like just randomly, just, find something that could be okay. And I will, kind of choose what to watch more now myself. And yeah, I don't pay anybody. Because, remember Netflix started at like $2.99 or $3.99 a month? And Amazon Prime was like super cheap too, and Disney was also like $3.99 or $4.99 a month. And now all of those prices are like more than doubled, and they're like, you can have this twice as expensive plan as we had it originally.
It's like $25 a month now without ads. It's like $25 a month now without ads.
Yeah,
no ads.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's cheap.
So yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I think again, streaming service is one of those things that just pushed too far. Oh, another thing that was like, because everything was on different streaming service, You know, some things on Disney Plus, some things on Netflix, some things on Amazon. And in America, you guys have like your Peacocks and whatnot and whatnot.
Yeah.
In Latvia, they have kind of done it smarter in a sense, but it's only possible because it's a small country. But basically, they have like this Go3 television where they kind of have a streaming service with the regular television package, because we only have digital television and you kind of have to have one television anyways. And you can kind of like choose how you get your television. And then if you pick, for instance, Go3, that's like a streaming service and a television together, for instance, which is like one of the more popular solutions. And then that's like the one that you pay. It usually comes, you know, bundled in through your like phone operators or something like that. They offer it like they're cheap. And yeah, so that's the only one that you really kind of get. But yeah, so it was also definitely starting to get too kind of dispersed in between these streaming services. Because again, there's like Apple TV, right? And there's like whatever it was, Peacock or something. Then there's HBO Max or whatever. I think they changed the name like 15 times.
Shut up and take my money!
Hey, what's up, Outdoorsy, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
How's it going?
Yeah, well, not doing the best overall right now, but...
I'm just want to make out my life together.
Let's go, bub.
He said, surviving, thriving, and pretending we've got our lives together? I don't know about the whole thriving thing.
Oh yeah, but how have you been, kids, in general? You know, you got a good place to live, right?
No. I've got a roof over my head.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get out of here, actually.
Huh?
I'm trying to get out of here. My roommate is honestly like a nutcase or something. I don't know.
That's not good.
Oh, so you have a roommate?
Yeah.
Is he in that case in kind of like OCD type of way, or Better Call Cops type of way?
A bit OCD, you know, but that's not a problem. You know, that's not the problem. It's a bit annoying, but like the guy always thinks he's got like people sneaking into his house and shit, and then like a few times I've washed laundry and he's like asking me if I'm doing the whole fucking apartment's laundry or some shit. It's like, what an odd question. And he keeps asking me it, and then like recently he lost the title to one of his cars, and then he asked me a few times if I'm letting people into the apartment and shit like that, even though his room has a lock on it. But I don't know, you probably just lost it, dude. Nobody's coming and stealing it.
Or just the one?
Just the one.
Is he old, big, small, dangerous, educated? Tell us more about this fascinating person.
He's old. He's not especially dangerous.
Does he own firearms?
Yeah, he does.
Which one movie?
I'm not particularly worried about that though.
Because?
I mean, lots of people own firearms here.
Yeah, but not lots of people in that cases. At the very least, the cross section is significantly smaller.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think he's the kind of nutcase that'll just kill me at random, you know.
Yeah, that's what everybody says about a quiet kid in school.
But yeah. And the guy's just generally a prick, honestly.
Alright, so you're looking for a new place to live? How is the job thing going?
Could be better on that front.
Why? What's wrong there?
Well, I have a few different clients there, and one of my clients' guardians has someone else who does this kind of work and offered me, and she does like many clients like myself, and they offered me some hours there
Mm-hmm.
a month ago, and I was like, yeah, sure, give it to me. So I actually stopped working with a couple of my other clients that I was not doing too well at, and I haven't worked there. Well, I've kind of worked there, just picked up some long shifts here and there just to make up for the lost hours. But yeah, because like I used to work like 33 hours a week, and now I'm working like let's see, what would that be, like, let's say 24 or so, 24 hours. So I'm kind of hurting on the money side as well.
It's
Yeah,
not many
24 hours a
actually.
week is
Yeah.
not a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm. And it's a bit annoying because like they offered me to come work with these other clients and pick up some more hours there. So I thought it'd be fine to leave that one, those other couple of jobs that I was not doing too well at and things like that. Just sort of a, I don't know, how do you say? Nothing wrong with them specifically, just sort of incompatibility there. So I was looking for a different place anyway, but then they offered to me, and nothing's happened for a
Probably
month.
look for another part-time
Bit
job,
annoying.
or try some,
That's nice.
door dashing or something. No?
Yeah. I live in an apartment, right? So I put in a thing with the management to move out by the end of the month. So yeah, I'll figure something out by the end of the month to pick up some extra money, and so that I could have some money to pay for another place's rent.
Fair enough.
They're charging too fucking much at this apartment. I'll tell you that
How
much.
much are they charging you?
It's a 2-bedroom. I'm not sure on the square footage, but it ain't that big. But like, rent itself is like $16.28, split between the both of us, and then there's water, sewer, and garbage. So at the end of it all, we're both paying about $900 a month.
That's all the bills?
Yeah.
900 a month for states, though, I don't think it's that horrible of a deal.
It's not horrible for the States, but it's horrible to me. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm paying all this money, and then when I leave this place, I'm not going to have anything to show for it. Literally zero.
Well, that's how renting
You don't
works
get-
in general.
I know.
But you don't you put down a deposit of some sort?
Well, I don't, because he was here like a few months before I found him and met him and things like that. So he put down the deposit, and yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
What's the minimum wage in USA per hour? In UK, it's 13 pounds an hour.
Yeah.
Did it increase that much now? Because like when I left, minimum wage I think it's under 10 pounds. You guys got like a massive minimum wage increase?
Oh, the federal minimum wage in America is $7.25 an hour. They do have like state minimum wages, so let me look up the minimum wage in my state. The minimum wage in my state, though, is $17.13 an hour.
Which is basically the same as UK then. So a bit higher.
Yeah.
You know, 13
Yeah,
pounds
roughly.
is probably like what, 16 bucks somewhere.
Yeah. I make like at this company, I make $23 an hour, which after deductibles and taxes and everything like that, it's about 21 an hour.
That's
Decent,
very
though.
little in taxes.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're paying taxes? This doesn't sound like it.
I actually don't think I am. I'm just like there's like the company takes out all kinds of fees. Like there's a mandatory union fee
Yeah,
and
so
things
it's
like
definitely
that.
not, it's definitely not taxes.
Oh,
There's-
They're trying to fucking make a income tax in this state, which is bullshit. There's already tax on like everything else, like what do you call it? On purchases.
Mhm.
So they would be basically double dipping on taxes if there was a income tax.
That's how it is in Europe. Everything has PVN. Whenever you buy
Really?
something, that's like 18 or 21%, or depends on the country exactly. And then obviously
Yeah.
you do have your regular taxes.
Yeah.
Well, that's shitty.
Now you're pulling Kindred left, right, and center.
Yeah. Couldn't get to play around.
Mhm.
You could never get him like
Forever.
I
3
think-
years.
Yeah, and now you're getting him just like yeah. It's like me and this one champion. I just keep getting the bastard, and it's really pissing me off. Adam.
Oh,
It annoys me. He's already A2 max sig, and I'm just like, no, do it again. But he
Yeah.
always spins on.
I do and
No.
Howard Duck. I have A2 already, and I have a token already spare for them. When can we expect another
Yeah,
KT drunk stream? I don't know. You guys want me to?
Yeah. Let's do it right now.
No.
Come on, dude. I'll join you. I got some vodka here.
No, we're not doing that.
Tomorrow then.
I think it's time for one.
Yeah, we should do one soon.
yeah, definitely.
Always fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
Ooh, KP.
KT gets high.
Hmm?
I don't think
I'm
KT
like-
can do.
That could be interesting.
KT gets high. It's
I
been a
don't know.
very, very, very long time since I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know where to get some.
I'm sure I could figure out something, yeah.
Yeah.
In
It's,
Latvia, because in
it's
Latvia it's
illegal
much,
in your
much, much
country,
harder to
isn't
do,
it?
and it's always through a guy who knows a guy type of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same here. It's who you know.
But yeah, I know
Really?
a guy who constantly is high, so
That's always a good thing. If you know someone that smokes, just ask him.
yeah. So
Yeah.
You'll find the source.
my wife would be pretty
Mm.
displeased though.
Wonder if you could get some like some edibles.
Sure,
Edibles
yeah.
are always a good option.
Yeah,
Edibles are nothing. A lot of guys actually prefer edibles to smoking it.
yeah. I do the edibles myself.
Yeah, a few of my friends do it, and they prefer it. I
Yeah.
prefer to smoke it because I like the flavor and the taste of it.
Shut up and take my money.
Hey, Jamesy. Well, thanks. Sir.
61 months. Damn, bro.
I don't know, Thekiryu. I don't know. Go to the secret fashion
No.
store. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it'll be the
feel like-
last.
A drunk stream would be a lot more fun than a high stream because it depends on person to person. But when I get high, I always get like really quiet and kind of boring.
It depends. I've forgotten all sorts of different high. I've forgotten paranoid high. I've forgotten like very kind of like chill and boring type of high, but
Mhm.
everything's fine, whatever, cool. I've also gotten like very talkative.
Really?
Yeah, there's different like obviously your different strains, different highs, indicas, sativas. All depends on that. That's why I like smoking weed or marijuana, because there's just there's a very vast difference.
Again, like I used to, like when I was in uni, and then I moved to UK and I kind of stopped, and then you know I did it a handful of times, but in general it just kind of became less and less appealing to me.
Yeah.
It's just something
there's
that's
much
stuck.
better chance of a drunk stream than a high stream. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only do it on occasion. That like getting high every day, it just kind of it makes you stupid over time. You really lose a lot of brain power doing it every day.
Depends how much you smoke.
No.
I mean, I don't roll my own. I actually smoke a bong, so it's like kind of a one-hit wonder. So I don't really smoke very much.
Well, like I said, I do edibles, so
yeah, it's similar to like edibles. Like one hit, and I'm happy for an hour or 2 hours, and I probably won't even have another one till the evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know some guys that smoke joint after joint after joint, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that anymore.
You're a metal.
Yeah, like when I lived at my
all sorts of drugs.
Old job.
I was in bands, okay? Let's not go there.
Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Nearly 3 hours by then.
You'll be coming back with in a few hours with a drunk stream, yeah?
No. Alright, bye guys. Hello there guys,